Hello everyone, I hope life is treating you kindly. I'm Lubomira and thank you for joining me today. Welcome to all my crafty friends new and returning. I always look forward to this time of the week when we get together for some crafting fun. Now that I have you here, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. By hitting that little bell, you'll get notified every time I post something new and you won't miss out on any of the crafty goodness. Today I'm sharing a pretty Valentine's Day card using primarily Dollar Tree items. One in particular that we are recycling or upcycling. The design is simple with traditional Valentine's Day colors, but they can always be adjusted to fit any taste. I'm excited to share this card with you, so let's get into the video. Dollar Tree carries a lot of really cute gift bags of all sizes. I bring up gift bags because they are very often discarded after use, especially after the holidays, but they can make great card elements. I like using them for backgrounds, but you can easily cut them down for sentiments as well as focal elements. Keep that in mind the next time you get a gift in one of these bags. I'm using this Valentine's Day bag and cutting it down to make a card base. I cut off the handles and then cut the bag down so that it's flat, so I can work with it much easier. This is a smaller bag, so I have to be a little bit more selective about how I cut it because of the seams and folds, but a larger bag would have a lot more to work with. Also, you can make multiple smaller panels rather than a larger single to also avoid seams. Working out folds can be done with a die cut machine by lightly spritzing the fold with a mist of water and running the panel through the die cut machine sandwiched between some smooth plates. Sometimes I'll leave the panel in the machine for a while. I didn't do this time because I thought that the cardstock and the adhesive I'd be using would hold and smooth everything out anyway. Next, I used my trimmer to cut a piece of double-sided adhesive to a standard size panel as well as trim the remainder of my bag. I trimmed the bag panel to be 1/4 of an inch more on top and the side than a standard panel. I find it easier to attach the double-sided adhesive when the panel is slightly larger. I can then go back and trim off the excess once the two panels are attached. I use double-sided adhesive because I find that some of the papers that gift bags are made from are really delicate, and the glue can show through them, leaving dimples and raised areas. The double-sided adhesive equally distributes the tackiness and secures the paper without leaving those glue trails. Another option is you could use a brush to apply the glue to distribute it more evenly over the panel. I used my scoring board to attach the two panels together. I first attached the double-sided adhesive to the white panel. I placed the white panel on the scoring board, making sure that the corner and the sides of the panel were flush with the edges of the scoring board. Then I applied the double-sided adhesive using the scoring board's edges as a guide. I then placed the bag panel face down onto the scoreboard and repeated the same steps as before to attach the white panel with the adhesive. Once the panels were attached, I trimmed the overhang that I had left earlier to make attaching the adhesive easier. When I was done trimming, I was left with a standard card panel. I attached the Valentine background to a card base using liquid glue. Then I moved on to other parts of the card. For the sentiment, I used With Love and Hugs from one of the Dollar Tree stamp sets. Besides the white tags I showed in a previous video, Dollar Tree also carries these black chalkboard tags, which are really just black matte cardstock tags. They come in a set of 6 and make really nice banners to build on. I placed my tag into my positioning platform and held it in place with my magnets. I stamped the greeting in clear embossing ink and then applied white embossing powder to the wet ink before heat setting it with my heat tool. For the focal, I added some die cut hearts in coordinating colors to the front of the tag. I die cut the hearts from red cardstock from a paper pack, Dollar Tree white glitter cardstock, and the leftover pink paper from the side of the gift bag. I layered each of the hearts with a layer of white cardstock to give the hearts more stability. I attached the layers with liquid glue and then arranged the hearts on the tag, overlapping them in places to add interest and dimension. I added the hearts to the front of the tag using foam squares, adding more foam where I needed to so that the hearts were leveled and secure. I also added foam squares to the back of the tag, but before attaching it to the front of the card, I added some red string to the tag. I threaded several strands of red baker's twine through the tag holder and tied them together with a separate piece of twine at the top of the tag, knotting it in back and cutting off the excess. I then added a small red bow to the front of the tag, securing it in place with glue. With the remaining long strings, I created a little loop at the top of the tag and tucked the ends behind the tag, securing those ends with some foam squares and glue. I cut off any of the extras so it wouldn't get in the way of the remaining squares. I then attached the tag to the front of the card using a combination of glue and foam squares. Lastly, I added some iridescent drops to the tag for a little extra shine. And that's it for this card. This card was made from some very simple supplies and came together very quickly. I like how the heart theme repeats throughout the design, both in the tag and the background. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule for some crafting time with me. I hope you enjoyed this card as much as I did sharing it with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave me those comments. I always look forward to what you have to say. I hope you'll join me next time for another project. Until then, have an amazing week, and I hope life treats you kindly. Take care. Bye.